Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I am AmalgamAsh, and today I want to continue taking a look at the pre-built events that come with RPG developer Bakin. You can find these events under the Event tab in the map editor. After selecting an event, you can simply click on a spot in your map to place it. The events are predefined and have preset parameters. They can be edited on a pretty basic level, or they can be converted to custom events where you can edit them completely top to bottom. Of course, once you convert an event to a custom event, it can't be converted back to its simple form, but you can continue to add simple forms of these events onto your map. So let's take a look at the events in the physics category. First, we have pushable event. By applying this template, the event can be pushed and rolled using physics operations. This does not have a graphic by default, so we'll have to click change graphic, and then we'll just select one of the assets here and click add and exit and OK. And we'll now have an object on the map that our party members can push along. And yes, it will even roll. Next, let's check out the invisible wall. Once we place this, you can click on the set button to set collision size by adjusting the width, depth, and Y parameters. And now here we will have an invisible wall. Yep, it works. There's an invisible wall there. Next, we'll take a look at the doors and stairs category. These may truly seem self-explanatory, but there are a lot of them, and some of them have minor differences, so they are worth going over. First, there's the stairs function placed on the stairs of the terrain. If you right-click any lone terrain block in the map editor, you can access an option in the context menu to make it stairs. You'll be able to set the influential elevation as well as the direction of the stairs and hit OK. This will create automatic stairs out of any terrain tile that you lay down. The stairs function placed on the stairs of the terrain event is meant to go on these stairs that are already on your map. They'll allow you to select a destination on the stairs, right drag to scroll. You can click change map if you'd like the stairs to go to a different map. You can set your orientation after movement to maintain, up, down, left, or right, and you can set the collision size of this event. Now the event will be on these stairs. There is one more stairs event, which is called stairs linked to another place, and when you set this event, you can also set the graphic of the stairs, meaning that this will be an object rather than the terrain itself. All of the other parameters here are the same, including the destination and the orientation of the player character after the warp. Next up, we have cave entrance linked to another place. You'll see a sort of pattern here where a lot of these events require there to be a graphic already on the map, and other events will allow you to select a graphic to place on the map while you're placing the event. As for this event, there is no included graphic. This will move the player to the specified position upon contact. A sound effect will be played when moving. Since there is no graphic, place at an entrance exit with terrain or an object first, and then place it in that position. All of these different warp events have the same functionality, allowing you to select the destination, map, as well as position on that map, and also the orientation, so I won't continue to go over those features. Next up, we have door linked to another place. This is another one that does not have a graphic included, but it does allow you to specify the door sound effect, so the creaking or opening of a door. If you'd like to have a preset event so that there is a door graphic included, there is another event, door linked to another place. It's the exact same name, but it's a little bit further below. When placed on the map, this one allows you to select a custom door graphic and has all of the same parameters. Since this includes a graphic, it's worth noting that you can actually change the position of the graphic on the map. You can change its rotation as well as its scale and position on the map. Next, we have warp gate function linked to another place. This is the same event template as the others that link you to another place, except this one plays a different kind of sound effect. Next up is warp gate function linked to another place with item. This one will only allow the player to warp if they have the required item, which you can specify here in the event. Next up is door, open with an item. This works the same way. It allows you to set the required item, the door graphic, as well as the door sound effect. So far, this is one of the most versatile door events there are. Next up is door linked to another place with an item. This is the exact same as the previous door event, except surprise, this one allows you to select a destination where the previous door did not, which I'm sure there are use cases where you would want there to be a door that opens, but you don't actually go through it in that same event. Next up is door open with matching pin, and this door graphic can be set as well as its sound effect, and you can input the pin that will be required to open the door. It's a 10-letter maximum. This can be basically anything at all, and in the game you would provide clues to your player as to what this pin actually should be. Next up is door open with matching password. very similar to the matching pin event. You can set the door graphic, the door sound effect. You can specify the input window, which essentially means you can pick and choose which characters your player will have access to when they are trying to give the password. You can also enter a clue before the input window appears, and you can input the password itself. This doesn't have to be a clue, this can just be some sort of dialogue. And just a reminder, you can convert these to custom events, and if you do so, you can see the very helpful event logic that tells you exactly how such an event is created. Next up is door, open when checked. This is one of the most basic door events. It allows you to set the graphic and the sound effect. It does not warp to another location. It simply opens whenever your player goes up to it and checks it. Next up is castle door, link to another place. This one has a castle door as its default door graphic. It allows you to change that though, as well as set the door sound effect and the destination. Castle door, link to another place with item is the same event, but it requires the player to have the required item. Next up is prison door, open with an item. This is the same as any other door that needs an item to open, but it defaults with a prison door graphic or a sort of cell door. Labyrinth door, link to another place, is the same, but this time defaults to what the engine is calling the labyrinth doors. This is a large set of double doors. This will allow you to set the destination. Next is labyrinth door, link to another place with an item, and this allows you to set the required item, the door graphic, the door sound effect, and the destination. Tower door, link to another place, this time allowing you to use the door graphic of a tower door by default, but you can change that, set the sound effect, and the destination. Tower door, link to another place with an item, is another one where it is required for the player to have a specific item to enter this door. You can change all of the parameters here for this one too. Finally, there is well, link to another place. For whatever horrific reason, we are allowed to have a well graphic. And of course we can change this, but you can enter the well. We have a confirmation message on this event that you can actually set. By default, it simply says it looked like you could enter the well. Do you want to enter? And you can select the destination. A lot of these are very, very similar event templates. It's very likely you'll just pick one and mainly use that one, giving it minor tweaks, and or create your own door event and copy and paste that one. But they are here and they do make using the engine just a little bit easier, at least once you work out the differences between these different events. That's all the time for this event tour. I hope you enjoyed. Please let me know if you learned anything useful, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and bye for now.